Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the Agents of Sigma!
Woohoo! Tonight we're playing Necromunda. I'm the Escher.
And I'm going to be Goliath. So game 2.
Yes, game 2. I'm slightly hunched so that the light doesn't reflect off of my visor.
You have to be very careful, so it will look like a lightsaber down the middle of our faces. Such is the price of social distancing.
Exactly, yes, but I don't want Pete to be ill, so I'm doing this. Not that I'm ill or anything. I should hasten to add, but I might not let off some toxic gas, as I want to do, being an Escher player. The ladies love a bit of toxic gas. I'm the Escher again. It's game 2 of Necromunda. We are playing straight out of the rulebook, the Dark Uprising rulebook. No, not the Dark Uprising. No, the Underhive rulebook. There's 6 scenarios in here. I think we're planning to play 3 games. 2 will be available on YouTube, and 1 will be Patreon only. But then we're hoping to go straight over to a full Dominion campaign with a couple of warbands each. Yep. So it's going to get exciting. So if you're finding this content, it's a bit lackluster, everybody's done this a million times, do stick with us because we're learning the game, but we're hoping to make the content more exciting and more interesting. Yep. Tonight's scenario is, I think it's called It's a Trap or something like that.
It's a trap.
And it's not actually called that, but it should be. So it's kind of ambush situation. Pete, you won the roll off to see who would get to choose to be attacker or defender. Yeah. And you chose...
I chose to be the attacker because I'm Goliath.
And then there was some shenanigans in setting up. I had to set up a little core of my troops. I could split them into... I've got 7 troops and you've got 7 as well, Pete.
Yes.
I had to split my cards in 3, or not in 3, but in groups of 2 or more. I split it into 3 groups, and then I had to put one group in the middle, exactly in the middle, and then the others. There was a chance I could have deployed them anywhere on the board, as long as I wasn't actually engaged with Pete. But I failed that chance, a very remote chance, so they had to go in the middle green section as well, and so that's where they are, just waiting to be shot to pieces, or more likely bashed in the face.
Yep, you'll see the setup in a minute. It's pretty grim for the defenders off the bat. I think this could be a very quick game. We did strip out, as Robin said, 3 fighters apiece because we didn't want to play with a full 1,500 point contingent of gangers that you get in the box. We cut it down to 1,000, which is a bit more like you would in a regular game. You have 1,000 creds to spend on your gang. So we think we'd cut out just a few fighters each side, maybe to speed things up, and with the close proximity it could get a lot faster, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, I think I don't fancy my chances. I keep trying to tell myself Necromunda is a narrative game. It's meant to be good fun. We're playing it for those moments of heroism, and the final result doesn't count. Well, not doesn't count, but doesn't matter. But I'm not really doing very well at telling myself that.
He's already threatened me with a knife.
Yeah, I feel a lot like Mr. Bean sitting here. I'm not sure why. Anyway, I did play a tactics card because we get to choose 2 each because we've got roughly the same points. I've played Scrag at the beginning because I wanted to, and I was going to make a rude joke there, but I decided not to. Play this card after both gangs have been set up at the start of the battle before the first round begins. So enemy fighters must make a nerve test if they are 9 inches away rather than 3 inches away from a seriously injured or
taken out of action.
There's normally 3 inches you have to make a nerve test, but this is now 9.
Yep.
And if Pete does happen to be within 3 inches, then he has to subtract 2 from his nerve test roll.
Which isn't good.
No. So I thought that was quite a nice little one. That's an Escher specific tactics card. Okay. We'll try to choose different tactics cards from last week just to keep mixing up. So I have got another one which is completely different. Ooh.
So that's us all set up. We'll show you the boards in a moment, and you'll see how we get on. So we're going to crash on with the game.
Yes.
Bye.
Hello everyone.
We're here, we're all set up and we're ready to roll.
Yes.
As Robin explained, he did end up with all of his peoples all bunched up in the middle there. Nice little firing line for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this at all.
I don't like it.
It's like I'm playing a game. I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and I've been ambushed. It's literally like what would happen if I was ambushed. Yeah.
So I've got a couple of my guys over here, and a couple over here, and my other 3 along with my leader over this side here. We're all set up, and because Robin didn't make his roll, I now take the initiative.
I couldn't make it. The only way you could make it was if I managed to deploy anybody else outside.
Oh yeah, so and your group only could deploy outside if you rolled like a 6.
I had a 6, so I had 2 chances of getting a 6. and then I could have added for each person in the group. I could have added an extra dice. An extra one. So then I still would have needed to roll a 5.
Yeah.
So the chances are I would need to roll at least 1 6 out of 5.
And there had to be at least 2 fighters in a group. You couldn't have like 4 separate groups or anything like that. So it's a bit of a con there, but there you go.
Yeah.
So we're all set up.
Oh well, says Pete.
Oh well. It's time for me to obliterate you. I guess I'll kill you then. So I'm going to go first, obviously. Well, I don't choose. I do actually go first. So I'm going to activate first of all my boss over here. And of course, Skullshank's going to also activate Grendel, who is the other champion at the same time.
Oh. We should say that we're counting these kind of large areas of blackness here. There are a couple of beams across here, so people can walk across here. They can jump onto there across. We're just counting that as continuous, but not across the middle here.
No.
The walls outlined by red, just standard, you can't walk through.
Yeah.
But anything else we can. So the toxic sludge you can walk through. You just have to buy new boots afterwards. And again, there's a bit, the zone in the middle here is kind of like a bridge thing. But again, we're just saying anybody can just kind of jump across. What have you? Apart from Pete's team, they can't.
Bah. No, we didn't say that. So I'm going to activate Skullshank and Grendel. So Grendel's going to go first, and he's going to move his 4, which takes him just around here. And I don't actually know if he's in range, and I've got to make a decision now because you can't measure. You can't pre-measure your shots. I'm just going to make a double move with him actually. So he's just going to move around to there afterwards. Which isn't exactly what I want to do with him, but there we go.
Decided not to use his trivet gun.
Yeah.
Trivet!
And then Skullshank, the leader, he's going to use... I've used Skullshank after second lunch. He's going to use one of my cards, which is Makeshift Armour. I can tack this under the fighter's card whilst it's there. Their armor save's treated as 1 point better than normal, so he has a 4 up 5 armor save now.
I nearly chose that one myself, but then just thought 5 up or 6 up isn't really that much. It doesn't feel like it's that good.
No, possibly not. But he does he does have his furnace plate, which is 5 6 up normally, so he goes 4 5. So maybe. And I will take a pot shot from there with his plasma pistol, just in case. Just in case. He is in range.
Just in case he is in range.
And he's in range.
And he's knocked his cover over though, which is handy for me.
Oh god, I'm going to get shot to pieces. So he's going to take a pot shot at whichever this closest one is.
That one there is, I should know, it's Roisin.
So he's going to use his plasma pistol.
Don't like that.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, what a start.
He has hit, but he does have to make a ammo check, and it is scarce. So if I run out of ammo,
and what's the number?
It's not good. It's a 5+.
Oh, I'm going to say plasma's tough, isn't it? Oh, 5.
Pachow. So I've got a strength of 5 weapon, and that's over your toughness, so it's a 3 to wound.
Oh, yeah, so that's a wound. So I think Roisin's going to buy it.
So you've got your save. It's AP -1.
Okay,
though.
so no save, and the 6 isn't a way to save, is it? Or anything stupid like that.
No.
So she is down.
Okay.
Well, she was down anyway.
It's damage 2, so I've got to roll 2 injury dice for her.
Okay.
Oh,
what's that?
She's
Flesh
got
wounds.
2
flesh wounds. Just a flesh wound. I can't remember what that does, but
-1 to her toughness for each flesh wound. Now she does lay on her front, on her back, not her front. She lays on her front if she's seriously injured, and on her back if she's just pinned.
I got round the wrong way. I was thinking if you were pinned, you'd throw yourself
to the floor. It would make more sense. And if you were seriously injured, you'd be laying on your back, writhing around. Yeah.
Is that? You've definitely got that right.
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
But what matters most is as long as we keep it the same throughout.
Yeah. Yeah, but we better, as people are watching, we better play it properly. But yes, it would make more sense if I just assumed they were face down because they threw themselves to the ground, rather than throw themselves to the ground and smack their heads on the back of them.
It makes sense. So she is pinned, and that is the end of my activation. So it's over to yourself.
Okay, so I'm going to activate Tumala, my champion, and she'll activate the person next to her because she can only activate one person, can't she? So she's going to activate old Bray over here. I'm going to start with Tumala, and she's just going to move forward slightly. So I'm just going to move to here. She can move 5, but she's just going to move up to here.
Oh, she's dead. She fell over. I don't write the rules.
And then she's going to shoot you with the template.
Ow.
Okay, so she can reach.
She can reach, unfortunately, both of them.
Show you that. So you are pinned.
Both of them automatically get pinned because templates, you don't roll a hit, they just automatically hit you. So both of them are pinned.
But you do effectively jump down behind that cover, so you will get extra saving throws. So the chances of me doing anything now are actually pretty slim.
Now,
I can use my chem synth though, I believe, because it's a gas weapon. Is that right? I think it is.
No, it is gas or toxic.
Oh, okay. So I can use my chem synth, but I have to make a intelligence test.
Yeah.
6+ on 2 dice, I assume.
Yes.
6.
Boom.
So I've done that. So it's +1. No, -1
It's
toughness.
-1 for my toughness.
But you get +2 because you've got a respirator.
Both those guys have respirators, which gives me +2 toughness when attacked with a gas weapon. Your chem synth that you've passed means that you reduce it by 1. So they both have toughnesses of 5, and attacks with toxin or gas weapons mean you just roll a dice, and if you equal or beat their toughness, you make a wound roll.
So a 5 or a 6.
Yes.
On these, I don't know what they're called, but
so there's Varric and Brack. Brack is the guy with the stubber and the hand
I'll do Brack
weapon.
first then. So 5 or 6. 3. And then I'll do the other guys.
And then Varric.
5 or 6. Oh, I've got 5 altogether. Does that count?
No.
No. Okay.
So you don't make any wound rolls, but they are both automatically pinned,
Yes.
which immediately is a bit of a bind.
Absolutely. More so for you than for me.
Yes.
Okay, and then... Right, I'm going to... She's just going to move to here, actually, and open this door.
There we go.
But she's going to move it. She's going to open it all the way to here.
I can't see. Right, so that's her activation done. And it's back to me. So I'm going to activate Bone Snapper next, this dude over here, and he's going to run forwards and try and blast you with his combat shotgun.
Bone Snapper.
So 4 inches gets into just about there. And now he needs the template.
Oh.
So he's going to shoot his combat shotgun with the Shredder shot, which does use the template and has scatter shot.
Ooh.
And that goes to here. Boom.
Gets those 2.
And hits those 2. So she is immediately pinned.
Yeah.
So now I have to roll to wound. They're only strength 2, unfortunately. So I'll do the one who I've just pinned. No. And I'll do the one who's already pinned now. No.
The rolling is as good as mine.
I've also got to make an ammo roll for this one. And I'm okay. And we forgot you needed to make one earlier for your
yeah, because I made no hit roll. I completely forgot to make an ammo roll.
Yeah, it's not as obvious in that situation. You don't want the bullet. No. Okay, so nobody's run out of ammo yet. So that was a rather unsuccessful attack, but you are both pinned now. And it's back over to you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my leader, Yelena, and she's going to activate the 2 people who are close to her. Is it within 3 inches?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's going to activate these 2 here, not the stupid person who's fallen down. And the first one I'm actually going to move is Olena over here with the Mohican. And she's going to go... She doesn't really narrow it down saying with the Mohican, does it?
Not really.
But it's kind of like a hairstyle of choice in the Underhive. She's going to pop down here because I think she can line up and squidge down there. Just about. There's like a gap corridor. It's a very narrow corridor through there to hit your...
She's going to shoot Grendel.
Going to hit your chappie in the corridor.
Ow!
So I'm going to shoot my auto gun. It's 9 inches, so it's short range. Well, it's range 24. It's 9 inches short range. It's accuracy +1 at short range. It's 3+. 4.
And you did roll a 3 on the rapid fire dice.
I did roll a 3. Good spot, Pete, because I totally knew what I was doing there. Yes, it's rapid fire. So is that 3 hits then?
Yes, you have hit 3 times, and now you make 3 wound rolls.
3 wound rolls.
Ouch.
Strength 3.
Strength 3, yes.
Yeah, toughness 4.
Toughness
So
4.
it's 5 or more. So come on. Oh, there's 1 5.
There's 1 5 there.
And a
6. So he is pinned automatically.
Proper pinned.
And
I
now
make 2 injury rolls.
No, I've got saves first.
No.
Yes,
Cheat.
that's how this works.
No.
Oh, I didn't make either.
No. So now 2 injury
Oh
rolls.
dear, yes.
And that is 2 serious injuries.
2 serious injuries.
So what does that mean? Can you have 2 serious injuries?
Yeah, serious injuries basically just means he's seriously injured. Doesn't do any more. They don't mount up at all. But he can't. He has to now try and recover.
Now because these guys are within 9 inches, and I played Scrag.
Oh yeah.
I think that means you've got to make nerve tests.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
But nobody's within 3 inches.
No, so that's good. So for starters, there's Skullshank. Now he has a leadership of 5+. 5+. He's all right. And the other guy, Bone Snapper, his leadership is 8+. It's a good thing he passed that because I don't know what it means if he doesn't. So that's that one done. Now on to your next fighter.
Okay, so I'm going to move Kaya, and she's just going to hop 5 inches over to here. She's going to face you.
She's also got an auto gun.
She has got actually she's got a las gun.
Oh, okay. Phew. She's going to take a pot shot over there, Bone Snapper.
Yeah.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice.
Well, one of them was a 6, so it's a hit either way.
It's a hit. Okay, then I meant to roll this one.
Nope,
two hits, but it's only one hit.
Just the one. So he is automatically pinned.
Yep.
I don't like that.
And
okay.
It's short range, so it's no, that's the accuracy. So strength 3 again.
Yep.
Could do another 6. 4.
That is not enough because I'm toughness 4.
Toughness 4, so that's not enough.
But it's still a problem.
I didn't do Kemsint though.
You can't with las guns.
No, you're right. I can't. Yes. Sorry.
Okay,
now I've got the boss.
It's the big boss man.
She's a lady. She's a boss lady. She's going to move 5 as well, and she's going to shoot at your boss.
Ow.
Because she can see him. I don't know. Is it cover there? Must be some cover.
Yeah, it's light cover, so it'll be a -1 to hit.
So it's -1, but she is going to use her. She's got a combi bolter. She's going to use. I'm going to use the needle rifle aspect of it because it's within short range.
And she can use the Chemsynth.
She can use the Chemsynth on that, so she's got a roll above 7+. Eight.
Now you failed nearly all of those last time, so.
Did, yeah. So it's 3+ to hit, but short range is just it's +1, so it's 2+, but it's -1 for cover. Is that right?
Yes.
So the cover cancels. So it's 3+. Oh, it's a 6.
Ouch.
Oh.
Okay.
I've been really lucky. I was really lucky in the
You rolled
last game.
loads of 6s,
I was
yeah.
lucky in this game too. These black dice are much better than those yellow ones.
Boo.
You've got -1 to your toughness, so your toughness is.
Yeah, just toughness 3, so
Toughness
3 or more.
3 or more.
5, so that is now just a wound roll.
Just the wound dice. Oh my word!
I don't like you.
Oh my word!
Poisony dice. Horrible. Now that's the good thing about toxins is that you can take out a multiple wound fighter with a single roll, but the other side of that is you might just do a flesh wound or something like that. But yeah, that was brutal. Ouch. Okay, Skullshank's just decided I'm not having this. I'm getting out of here. And he's legged it.
Well, that'll teach you. To ambush me.
Not sure what it will teach him, but he ain't going to do it again, that's for sure. Okay, back to me then. So I'm going to activate both these guys because one's the champion and one's just a hanger-on. And he's going to move around to there, snaking his way round, and he's going to move up behind him. And they're both going to do a double move. So 8 inches in total.
Fair enough.
And that's me done.
So I'm going to activate my lady with the flesh wound. And she's just going to... She can't do much. She can't shoot anybody who's down anywhere. She's just going to come over here and tuck out the way there. Well, depending on where you're coming from. But
I'm going to activate Varric, and he's going to stand up and then just take a shot at you.
Stand up.
So Varric stood up. He's going to take a pot shot at your flamer lady. Can't remember her name.
She is called Tamara.
Right. So Tamara's getting a shot at with my stub cannon.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Well, it doesn't matter when you miss. So there we go, that's him done, and back over to you.
Okay, so this lady here is Nakomi. She's going to jump up.
Any eagle-eyed watchers may have noticed some of the models dancing around because we've kind of fluffed up a little bit and we've had to go back and put people back, and because all of these look the same, we might have accidentally put some of the fighters in the wrong place. Don't sue us.
Yeah, we try to do it a seamless continuity over a seamless continuity area, but we screwed up.
Yeah. The alternative was to leave in the cock-up that we made, which was just too big a cock-up to leave in. So we've done our best.
This is how digital watches end up in the 1920s.
Yeah.
So I really feel like Martin Scorsese right now.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
That level of filmmaking brilliance. So she is going to. Is she going to be wary that you could shoot her? But I think you'll probably shoot the better person. So she's going to come down this way, 5 inches down to there, like so. And shoot at her colleague.
I never liked you. You always steal my eyeliner. Okay, so back to me. And all I've got left is Brack there with a stubber and a spud jacker. I don't know if he's going to jack any spuds, but he's just going to get up and run towards you.
Like a potato peeler.
A bit like that.
Which you just basically got a potato peeler.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
So he's just going to get up and leg it towards you.
Oh.
Because that is one big ass potato peeler. So we're on to the end phase. And we've got to make some bottle tests, or at least I've got to make some bottle tests, because I've got one person dead and one person seriously injured.
Now, hasn't one of yours got some sort of ability that knows you can make it? You can.
He does, and that's in the recovery test phase, but that
Okay.
comes next. So I have to do the bottle test first. So I roll a dice, add the number of fighters I've got that are in no fit state,
Okay.
and I've got a one, so I'm okay.
Whee.
If I'd beaten the number of starting fighters I had, then I'd be legging it, but I don't.
It'd be quite hard to do. She started with
It would be tricky.
7.
It could do if I roll a 6.
Yeah, you
So.
could do, yeah.
Then I move on to recovery tests, and so for every seriously injured fighter, of which there is one, I have to make a recovery test. So I've got a roll for Grendel over here. Now he's my champion, he does have unstoppable, so I roll a dice, and on a 4 or more, I effectively can roll 2 injury dice and pick the one I want. 3, no.
Serious injury.
Serious injury, he's just staying there. He's not moving anywhere right now, he's just going to cry on his own little. And that's it, that's the end of the round. You haven't got anybody seriously injured or out of action or anything, so we just have to roll for initiative now. 4. Ooh, okay, so I need a 5 or a 6. No, so you take the initiative.
Okay. So I'm going to activate Timala first, my champion, and she's within 3 inches of Nakomi here, so she's going to activate Nakomi as well. I'm going to activate Nakomi first, and she's got a couple of pistols, which are sidearms.
Yeah.
But it means I can shoot them both. She's got 2, so I can shoot them both.
You can.
At -1. But I'm going to aim first. I'm going to do a action of an aim and then an action of shoot.
Nice.
So that will counteract the -1. So it's 2 dice. I'll do one at a time. It's going to be 2 shots at weapon skill 4. Though it's short range, I think. Yeah, 8 inches. It's short range. It's 3+.
Here we go.
Okay, no bullets, but only 1 hit.
1 hit. So he is pinned automatically.
Yeah.
And now you've got strength of 3. And I'm a toughness 4 kind of guy.
Okay. Oh,
That's
another
a wound.
6.
You roll a lot of
Rolled
6s.
a lot of 6s today. And that's effectively a 6 as well.
So he's
Oh
out.
my word.
Brack's down. You're not nice. Okay, and then it's on to your champion. Okay.
But she's going to move this way and
Bathe him in gas.
bathe him in gas. You've got the tempo over there, but
So we know it's a hit.
I think it hits.
So he's automatically pinned.
Yeah.
he
She's
does
going to try chem synth him.
Yep.
Oh, no.
5.
No, that's not good enough.
Okay, so it's a.
Well, actually, your intelligence is 6+, so it was close to
It was pretty close,
close
yeah.
to being. Yeah,
Her
there.
intelligence is better than your boss's. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it is, yeah.
I guess it makes kind of sense.
She is the chem thrower person,
Yeah,
I suppose.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to play Click, which is after a range. Well, I might as well make you make a weapon,
Yes, that's true.
an
You
ammo
might
roll
fail
first.
anyway.
Because if you fail it, yeah, don't need to roll the hit roll.
Oh, I failed it.
So, what's your ammo roll?
I don't need to roll a hit roll. So my ammo roll is really high. Don't think it's 6+, it's 5+.
Oh, so you got to roll a 5 or more to keep that in ammo.
You didn't need a click. Oh no, so that's out of ammo.
And that's scarce, isn't it?
It actually isn't.
It isn't scarce. Okay,
No.
so you can reload it.
I can reload it. That's an action, a double action.
It's a single action.
Single action. So next turn potentially I could reload it.
B is hit, and now you have to make a wound roll
Yeah, the chem
with
synth
your
failed,
gas
so
attack.
it's I've got to get 5 or more.
I'm toughness 6.
Toughness 6. I've got to get 6.
You do.
Well, I'm quite good at that.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
So nothing happens there, at least.
Yeah, I really need to be making those chem synth rolls.
So I'm going to activate my champion over here, split a Korg, and his other fellow psychopath close combat friend, Nox the Ripper. And Nox is going to go first. He's just going to move over to here and open that door. Boop. And then I'm going to activate Splitter Korg. Now he does have a Stim Slug Slash.
Oh, it's a Stim Slug Slash.
The Stim Slug Slash. So once per game, the fighter with a Stim Slug Slash can use it at the start of their turn. So he's going to use it, and what that does is give him a +2 to his move, strength, and toughness. At the end of the round, I roll a dice, and on a 1, it overloads him too much, and I roll an injury roll for him, and I'll probably kill him at that point. But until then, he currently has a movement of 6. So he is going to charge.
Gruesome.
So he can move 9. He's going to go.
This isn't going to be pretty. Can I turn around to face you?
You can indeed. That's what happens at the beginning of the combat.
I'm going to hit you back, maybe, if I haven't been gutted like a fish.
So Splitter has 3 attack dice, and I have to determine how I want to split them up. So I'm going to put 1 on the autogun lady,
Okay.
and 2 on your boss. So I'll do the 1 on your autogun lady first. Now I do get a -1 to my weapon skill because there's one of you assisting. So I miss. And then 2 onto your boss. And I miss. That was fantastic, Splitter. You've done a bang-up job.
I don't know why you play games.
Oh no, wait a minute. I have a weapon skill of 3+, so that 4 did hit.
4 hit, okay.
I completely missed that one. So, that did hit. It currently has a strength of 8.
Okay.
So that's a 2+ to wound.
Okay. Here comes the 1.
3, that was close though. That was too close for comfort. That was too close for comfort. So now, you have to make a saving throw on that one. And it's -1.
Okay, so I don't get a saving throw.
So now I've got to make because that does 2 damage to you.
Okay, so I have 2 wounds.
So that takes you down. I do make an injury roll.
Right. Oh,
Flesh wound. Now I have pulverise, which means
you've got everything.
I have. He's got everything. So I have to roll a dice because it has the pulverise trait. After making an injury roll for attacker, if the result is equal to or higher than your toughness, or is a natural 6, I can change that from a flesh wound to a serious injury. So pretty much 3+. 6.
Oh, so that's a serious injury.
So she's seriously injured now.
Okay, so she's down.
On her face.
Oh,
Annoyingly, I can't do a coup de grace.
so she can't fight.
She cannot.
Oh,
Now, you don't have to take a nerve test there because you're in combat with me, so yeah.
Okay.
You now get to make an attack back at me because I attacked you.
But I'm seriously injured, am I allowed
No,
to?
no, your
the other person, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I've attacked you, and because your autogun lady is still up and standing, you can hit me back.
Yeah, now am I allowed to chemsynth at this point? I'm guessing I'm probably not.
At the start of their activation,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, so I can't chemsynth because it's just an attack back, but I will therefore just try and hit you with my stiletto knife, which is still a toxic weapon.
Ouch.
So it's a weapon skill 4. No.
That's a miss. Okay, so that's the end of that combat.
For my activation, I'm going to move Kaya over here to within an inch of you
Ow.
and perform a coup de grace.
Ow!
Just shoot you in the head.
I was feeling much better. So that's Grendel gone.
Yeah, Grendel is gone.
Okay, so it's back to me. So I'm going to activate Bone Snapper. Over here, he's going to get up. He's going, oi, that was my mate. And he's going to shoot you with his combat
possibly
shotgun.
I should have waited.
So he's going to have a blast at you. I'm just going to use the regular salvo shot.
Actually,
so
no, he's pinned. He doesn't have to, and he's in combat, so that's fine. I was just thinking you might have to make nerve tests because of the 9 inches, but you don't because he was down and
he's in combat,
so
so yeah.
so you don't have to.
Yeah. So it's just the salvo shot. So it's a 4+ to hit you.
Oh,
to hit.
it's a hit. So she's face.
She is
up.
pinned, so face up. And it's strength 4, so it's 3s to wound. Oh, I've got to roll my dice as well.
Oh, yeah.
No, and it is a rapid fire weapon,
it's
so
two
I've hit you
hit,
twice.
Okay.
So 2 wound rolls, 3s to wound, 2 wounds.
So that was a bit of a mistake doing that coup de grace, wasn't it? There's a lesson there.
And so that's 2 wounds. There's no AP, so you've got 6s to save.
Here comes a double 6.
If you roll double 6, I will get stroppy.
No,
There's 1
double
wound.
3 I rolled. And the other one was a 6.
There's a 6. So jammy.
So that's 1 wound.
No, it's a 2 damage weapon.
Oh, okay,
So
just 2.
I rolled
yeah.
twice on the injury table
You
now.
have some good weapons. So she's seriously injured.
Seriously injured, and she takes a flesh wound.
And a flesh wound. So that is Kaya. So I'm not sure that coup de grace was necessarily worth it.
Well, you took out one of my champions.
I did. And you could have got up and done horrible things to her.
Well,
no, you were seriously injured. You were seriously injured, weren't you?
So
yeah. But I think anyway,
it was still worth it. I think, given the circumstance. So back to you.
Okay, this might be a mistake. I'm going to activate Roisin here, and she's going to charge in over here.
Ow! So you do have to roll dice, but you're already within about 5 anyway, so it doesn't really matter what you get.
And she's actually got a power sword, so she's going to try and stick that into the back of your person.
Ouch. Okay.
So it's weapon skill 4.
And I'm weapon skill 4, so it's 4s to hit. Yeah. But you get +1 because you have someone assisting you.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to miss now.
Now she has 1 attack base, she gets 1 for charging, and she gets another 1 because she has a pistol and a melee weapon, so it's 3 attacks.
Okay, I forgot that. So should I do the melee weapon first? I'll do 2 attacks with the melee weapon.
Yeah, you have to split them, remember, so you have to have 1 with the pistol, and then the other 2 with the power weapon.
Well, I'll do 2 with the power weapon first.
Yeah, because that'll probably be the thing that sorts them out.
So it's 3+.
3s to hit.
Oh, snake eyes!
The dice have finally gone, you know what? No. So then you get 1 shot with the las pistol as well.
In fact, and she's got choke escalator as well. So with the las pistol, 3.
That is a hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so it's strength 3, toughness 4 though. Well, that is a wound.
6.
Oh, and you have to make an ammo test roll as well.
Oh yeah.
No, okay, so I do have a 6-up save. No, of course I roll a 1.
This is where I roll a skull.
You roll a skull, I'm going home.
Oh, it rolled over it.
Flesh wound.
Flesh wound.
So he has taken a flesh wound.
Reduces your toughness by 1, but now you can attack back, can't you?
I can, yes.
Now I do have parry.
And parry is after an enemy makes a close combat attack against a fighter armed with a parry weapon, the fighter can force the attacking player to re-roll 1 successful hit.
Okay.
So Split Corg's going to slap you back. He's got 2 dice. Okay, so it's back to me again for my final activation. So I'm going to activate Varric over here. He's going to jump up and then he's just going to blast away at your champion there.
Fair enough.
With his stub cannon, just the 1 shot. It's a hit though. And it's a strength 5 gun, so it's 3s to wound, 6 to wound. No AP though, so you do have your 6-up save.
6-up save.
No, so that is a wound.
She does have 2.
Oh, then I don't need to roll that. She just takes a wound.
Okay.
Well, that went a bit better than I'd hoped. So you've got back to you for the last 2 activations because I've got nobody else I can activate.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to activate Bray first here, and she's just going to shoot at the guy with the big axe over there. She's going to aim. So the last gun is short range. It's +2 to hit. So it's 2s or more. Oh, it's another
There's
6.
a hit. You have rolled an enormous number of 6s. So that is a hit, and he is now pinned.
So it's strength 3, so it's 5s or more.
5s to wound.
I need that 6. Oh,
that
5.
is a wound.
Whoa.
Okay, it wasn't my front armour, so I do have a 5-up save.
Oh,
I make it.
Yes, okay.
So she's now activated, and it's on to your last fighter who is in combat right now.
It's another risk, but it's more fun to be risky. I'm going to attack. I'm going to use my stiletto knife. So first of all, I'm going to see if I can chem-synth it.
Because it's
7+.
all toxin.
It's toxin. Double 1 again!
Oh, you have the swingiest dice in the
double
world.
1 again. So
6-1, 6-1, 6-1.
So I missed. Oh, I didn't miss. So it's not chem-synth. So it's a weapon skill 4, but I get +1.
You do because you have somebody else helping you. So it's 3s to hit.
5.
That
Now
is
I
a
get
hit.
Over the toughness. Is that right?
Yes. Now he only has a toughness of 3 because he's taken a fleshy
so
wound.
3, toughness of 3. Here we go. No, it's another 1. It's another 1. So he's charmed at the moment.
Wow. And he can slap you back. He's getting more attacks off than I don't know what. This is silly. 1 hit. Now he does have his ridiculous strength, so it is strength 8 at the minute still.
You have to roll at some point.
I do at the end, yeah. That is still a wound.
Wow.
Because it's strength 8, because he's strength
So
4 normally.
That's enough to take her down.
Yeah, so it's a wound.
Is it a flesh wound?
AP -1, so you can't save anything. So now it is 2 damage, so I've got to roll 2 dice. 2 serious injuries.
She's seriously injured.
She's extra seriously injured.
And now this person has to make a... No, she's engaged.
She's engaged, so she doesn't have to make a nerve test or anything like that.
Wow.
It's just a pile of bodies burying up around him. He's like, "Come on, I'll take you all out."
Yeah, I'm not sure I made the right decision there.
I mean, are we doing that wrong? People watching, do let us know. I will check in the rules and I'll stick a comment if I find anything.
I don't think my leader did anything, but I don't think she can.
She didn't. No, I ran in and I slapped her first, so she had literally no chance to do anything. Now, the only plus side you got there is the fact that because you've had someone in combat the whole time, I couldn't do anything about it the first time round. Yeah, although I couldn't anyway, so it didn't really matter. But there we go. That was a insane round, and we are at the end of it already. So it's time for us to do our bottle test, and you went first.
I did, so I've got a good chance of bottling now, I feel like.
Well, you've got 2 seriously injured, or 3 seriously injured.
3 seriously injured people.
3 seriously injured.
So I started off with 7.
7.
So I
don't want a 5.
Don't want a 5. I don't want a 5. Okay, here comes a 6. No, it's a 3.
You are okay.
I'm okay.
So now recovery tests.
Okay, so what is it? Just roll the thingy dice.
Yep.
So for Kaya over here, she is...
Oh, she's still seriously injured.
And then for Alina, in the middle.
She's Alina. She's
dead. She's a dead Alina. So she now is dead.
She is now dead.
And then the leader...
Oh, she takes a flesh wound.
She takes a flesh wound and is not seriously injured.
So she's now just pinned.
Pinned. Does she stand up because she's in combat?
No, she's pro... Oh, yes, that's a good point. She is in combat, so she does stand back up again, but she is now seriously... she does now have a flesh wound. So it's over to me now, and I have to make a bottle check. I had 7 people, and I've lost 3. Oh, I'm bottling it.
Bottle. I don't know what that means, but bottle.
Now, that does mean that at the end of the next round, we roll a dice on a 4+.
It's game over, man.
It's game over, man. But at the minute, that just means that I now have to start taking tests for all my guys at the beginning of my round. So we're on to the beginning of the next round now, because there's no rally test to take. There's no one that's broken at the minute. So we have to roll for priority. And I'll go first. 6.
So I have to get a 6.
Well, you can't... No, even if you get a 6, because you had priority this time
I did,
round,
yes.
that
Yeah,
means
yeah.
I automatically win it.
I'm so unused to having priority, that
And I also forgot about a stim slug stash on a 1.
Ooh.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Phew.
You can't use that again, though, can you?
I cannot. It's once per game.
Yeah.
I do have to activate this guy first. I think it's a must. So he is... Split a Core is going to have a go at you. Now, he's only got 2 attacks now because he's not charging anymore. So I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do them both on your boss. Now, I've got minus...
That's what I do.
Yeah, -1
Although
because you do have someone assisting.
They both got brutal weapons. So
Brutal what's it?
Yeah.
Now, I rolled a 6 on 1.
So that's a hit.
That's 1 hit. So that's 1 hit on you, and his strength is now only... It's only 6 now, you see. It's only 6. But that is enough. So it's 2 damage again, so I roll twice with the serious injuries. Oh, she's taken another flesh wound, and she's seriously injured again. Get down and stay down! So now it's time for you to make some reactionary attacks back with your power schwad and your pistole. Now you've got 2 attack dice this time because you're not charging, so one on each.
So I'll do the... so it's 4+.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do the power sword first.
That's a hit.
5. So it's strength 4.
Toughness 3.
So it's 3s or more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another 5.
Any AP?
-2.
I can't save, so you now roll for the wounds.
And it's 1 damage.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
It's a serious injury.
Oh, I just realised it's 1 damage. He has 2 wounds, so he just takes a wound.
Not a serious injury.
It would have been a serious injury.
Oh yeah, and I've got a pistol attack.
Yep. Oh, it's still a hit and an ammo roll.
An ammo roll, yeah. So I always forget that. Oh, the pistol might run out of ammo. But it's 2+.
Yeah, I was going to say a las pistol is pretty reliable. Yeah, we go.
Another 6.
Okay, so that's a hit. Toughness 3.
Okay.
No
3.
wounds.
Oh, I thought.
Oh no, yes, sorry, you're right. No, 4
no,
plus.
No, it's strength 3. I need 4 plus. So no,
Right.
No
Yep.
wounds.
No wounds on that one.
Oh.
So now it's onto your activation.
Okay. This might be the wrong thing to do, but I'm going to charge with my pistol person. She's going to charge over here.
Pistole. Blah, blah.
Into the back here. So it was 6 inches, which is what my minimum charge distance.
Yep.
So
So it's 1 attack base,
one attack base. She's got 2 pistols.
1 for charging, and 1 for 2 sidearms.
Yeah.
Three dice in total. Then
Yeah.
you're effectively making 1 attack with each of the last pistols, and then 1 unarmed.
Yeah. So I'll roll the damage, and then I'll roll two ammo rolls.
Okay.
I'll roll to hit rather. Oh. Hit twice.
The 2 hits.
Hit 3 times.
Okay, so then we need 2 ammo rolls for the 2 las
So
pistoles.
one last pistol. Nope.
Is okay.
Other last pistol is. Oh, no.
Could be an ammo roll, but it's like a 2 plus.
2 plus, and it's a.
Yeah, you're
6.
fine. Okay, so it's 3 dice with a strength of 3, and I have a toughness of 3 because I've
4s
taken
on
a
these.
flesh wound.
Oh,
my word!
Charmed, absolutely charmed.
And he's going to hit you back. This is ridiculous.
Oh, it's hit.
1 hit. So I need to roll to wound. No! Failed that 1 time. I'm getting the feeling that if somebody who's quite good in combat is in combat, don't charge him.
That's why I'm feeling like that.
Because you're just giving him loads more attacks. So yeah.
But I kind of also feel like, I don't know. It's quite hard to take any of your guys out. I felt like that was my best way of getting him out, but perhaps I was wrong.
So after that failed charge attempt, it's back to me, and I'm going to activate old Bone Snapper over here. He's just going to move forward and perform a coup de grace and take you out of action. So your leader's now out. Now nobody has to make any cool checks or anything, but now it's back to you.
Yeah, I'm going to activate Tamara over here. Now I can't. She's out of ammo, so I need to do something. I need to get away.
Run away.
So I'm going to come down here 2 inches, and then that way 2 inches, and then that way an inch.
Run away. You're in cover now. If I decide to still go for you, but I don't think I'm going to bother going for you. I'm going to go for something else. It's like a different target, I think.
Well, that's possible, but I really, really don't want her to get killed. So, then that's her activation.
Back to me. I'm just going to stand this bloke up here and then run him forwards 4. Just get him just onto that middle bit there. I'm going to smash your face in.
Okay.
And back to you.
So I'm going to activate my seriously injured fighter over here, and she's just going to crawl 2.5 inches out of the way. Over here, she's going to go in the corner there.
But you just have to stay laying down.
Yeah.
I'm feeling much better.
That way.
Okay, back to me again. And I think I'm just going to double move this guy up because he can't see or do anything. So he's just going to go over there.
So I'm going to activate Bray. I'll contemplate using a grenade, but I think it's a little bit risky.
There's just too many people nearby. You know it's going to scatter that way.
Yeah. So that could be good. I could get you too, but
there's more yours there though.
yeah. So I'm going to shoot you in the face with my las gun.
Fair enough.
So it's definitely short range.
Not aiming though.
I'm not aiming because I want to run away afterwards. It's 4 plus. So 6.
Another 6.
And it will be only strength 3 though. Oh, that's enough.
That is enough.
But
So he is hit and pinned.
Oh no, sorry.
So we need an ammo roll. Forgot about that one.
Nope.
Nope. So we're okay. So now I have to make a save, and it is 5 plus because he has the furnace plate, and you're shooting at the front arc. No. So now you got to make a wound because he only has 1 wound.
I kind of feel like I need a skull at this point.
Oh, you bastard! You utter bastard! Hello, Mr. Dice. Could I just have a 6 and then a skull? That would have been lovely. Git. Now he has to make a cool check because he was in 9 inches when you
They
took him
both
out.
do. This one does too.
So I'll roll for Varric first. He has a cool of 5 plus. He's cool. He's like bloke owe me money anyway. I don't care. And Bone Snapper. He's also okay with it.
They're both okay.
Neither of them seem to give a crap about that guy. They're like, no, none of us liked
It's
him.
fair enough.
Yeah.
So for the second part of my activation, I'm going to just pop back here 5 inches.
Run away. I think that's the end of the round again.
No, I've still got the attack here.
Oh yes.
So I'm going to attack with a power sword and a pistol.
Pistole.
So I'll do the power sword first.
Yep.
Get +1.
You do get +1 because you have one
3
person
plus.
assisting. Oh, she's rubbish.
He's charmed. He's absolutely charmed.
He's been
I'm going to do the
absolutely
pistol.
charmed.
I have hit with the pistol.
3+ to hit.
So it's 4 to wound, isn't it?
Yeah, because your strength. There's 3s to win because you're strength 4, aren't you? And I'm toughness.
Strength 3.
Oh, it's the pistol.
Yeah,
yes.
I could get a 5.
You did. Yep. So that
is a wound.
And you do need to roll for your ammo roll on your
yeah.
pistol as well.
Oh yes,
Oh.
that's 2 plus I think for the pistol.
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay.
So do you have to make a saving throw? No.
No. So he is down.
So injury roll. No, you've got to roll the
No,
injury
I know,
roll
but he's
first.
down to 0 wounds. I mean.
Yes, he is. He is now. Oh, he's seriously injured.
About time.
Oh dear, oh dear. So I have to make another cool check for Bone Snapper.
He's got his -2 as well because he's within 3 inches.
In that case, he's just got it because I rolled 7. He's a cool of 5+.
Oh,
That was close.
you're tough. Your guys are tough.
They
cool.
are
They're
pretty
really cool.
They're cool. What's the cool on yours then?
7.
7 wimps.
No, 8.
8.
8.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the leader's 6, but the rest of them are 7 and 8.
7s and 8s. Wow. Okay, so that's the end of the round. And I do realise that I failed my bottle test last time, and I forgot to make some rolls on that. So that's on me.
Cheat!
So because I forgot that I failed my bottle test, I should have made a cool test for my guys before we did anything.
Yeah.
But on 5+, I probably
should have made
most
it,
of them probably would have been okay. But we learned that for now. So we ended the round, and I had priority, so I go first. I have already bottled though. I've already broken. So we do have to roll in a minute, and on a 4+,
Yeah.
it's game over, man.
Okay. Do we do? This?
So it's recovery. Recovery time.
He's going to come straight back up. Isn't he?
So what happens to him? My only guy.
I'm
he's dead.
dead. Oh my word.
So he's out.
He's high. He's the bane of my life.
Split a cork. He was tough.
Yeah.
He was tough.
He was split finally.
He was.
And I've got one here.
Yeah.
And she is
She's still
seriously injured. It's like, oh no, I'm not better. Oh, no.
And then we're going to roll as I had bottled the previous turn to see if it's all over. Oh, I've bottled again. These guys are wimps. They leg it all the time. But that's it. That's game over, man. Now, I think you've only lost, is it 2 people? 3? No, 2 people. You've got 2 people out of action and 1 seriously injured.
Yeah.
And I've got 5 out of action.
I think my dice rolls again won me that game.
I screwed up with a couple of my placements, I think. With some of my guys over on the right field, they went in the best place, I think, and the guys I end up putting here, I put them. No one probably saw this because I set it up before we started recording, but I put them right up close, and then I realised, oh no, they can't go there. They have to be in the back half here. So I possibly should have put them somewhere else where they could have been more use.
Yeah, they didn't really do anything, did they? Apart from
Split a cord came in, and he absolutely kicked some butt. But
Yeah.
apart from that, the other guy didn't get a chance,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's a bit trickier.
I can't quite work the game out. I still can't because I mean I'm not sure I should have charged you, but in the end I did kill somebody, and you didn't. You killed my leader, but I didn't lose anybody else. So I don't know. I think on balance that was about you came marginally ahead, but not much.
Yeah, well. At the end here, you've only lost 2 people, and I've lost 5. So
But I can't quite get it because I think you were really unlucky because I think you could have. You didn't kill anybody when you had your reaction attacks. Because split a cork, if he'd got different reaction attacks, would have could have really hurt me. But of course, the first attack when he charged in, when he's got that whatever it's called, the stim slug.
Stim slug smash.
He's absolutely awesome there.
Any of them like that are really dangerous, and I
after
think
that he's a bit more normal. Of course, I killed your leader before he could even use his.
Yeah,
I was really lucky. I mean, that probably first turn was the turning point of the game when I just shot your leader
with one little dart from your needler, and that was it. He was out and then was dead. If he'd have been around still, he was still a bit far away. I mean, he could have started walking forwards and just peppering you with plasma gut pistol shots, which might have helped.
Yeah, just things like he would have been here though to stop me from coup de grace in this person.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Like that. And I've still got to sure whether that was the right thing to do because I did a coup de grace this person, but then you just seriously injured her. With
but
different
you
dice
coup de
rolls, she'd be
grace
dead.
my my champion.
Okay.
He was a champion. He had quite a nasty weapon that he never got to use, and if he had used it, it was quite a short range, but it was quite nasty.
Right, okay, so that was.
So I think it was worthwhile, considering it was a ganger for a champion sort of trade-off there.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that whoever was going to be in the middle was going to be a sitting duck.
Yeah.
But you forget, or at least I forget, that this is a WeGo system. So it's like...
Yes, I was quite pleasantly surprised, I have to say, when you told me it was my turn after your first...
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
yeah.
So that
and
threw me a little bit.
My guys, I don't know what your weapon skill is, but my guys have got good range and they're accurate.
Yeah.
And so, actually, if you've got to move in to kill me with your heavy hitters, if I keep shooting you, that's really hard for you to do that.
Yeah, that was the thing that was causing me problems. It's like the guy you took out with the coup de grace. Grendel is a champion. He's got the rivet cannon. It's only got a 9-inch range at long range, but it's strength 6, minus 2 AP and 2 damage. So it's got blaze, so it can set you on fire if it doesn't kill you, and then you start running around on fire.
Nice.
I did make one mistake. I think I took some different cards. I never did use click in the end because the one time I was going to use it, you ran out of ammo anyway.
Click's really nice.
But I think I would go back to my previous 2, the inhuman resilience, which means I can make a roll for all of my pinned fighters immediately, or in fact, all of my pinned fighters immediately stand up. So it means if you've pinned them and they haven't activated, I can play that and immediately just whack you in the face. That's a Goliath one, and the other one is an unstoppable behemoth, which is the one where the attack has no effect, no injury rolls, don't do anything, just ignores the whole thing.
They're much better than the Escher ones, I think. I mean, the Scrag one's pretty good.
Scrag was pretty cool. And I think we remember most of the cool tests as well.
That's quite handy. And the last gasp is just a gang tactic one. I mean, that can be really good if you get an attack off when somebody's dying.
But the other mistake I made was in order to drop down to 1,000 points, I got rid of one of my guys, Kruger, and I realised afterwards that he had the grenade launcher. I possibly should have kept him on the board because he'd been sitting over here, back in the board.
Is that this one?
No, it's not the big glass, but it's still the 3-inch one, and I could have hit my first activation. I could have hit 2 or 3 of your guys, or gals even.
That would have been a proper ambush. Yeah, I think I would have lost in that case because they'd have all been pinned.
That was it. It's that thing that it's remembering that you don't have to kill someone when you hit them.
Yeah.
As long as you hit them, because then they're pinned, and that just causes problems.
Yeah, it does. It slows down your possibilities. It's funny, it's interesting you say that, because I was saying about to you, I want to keep this door shut because you're behind it. But actually, I wonder, on balance, whether I might actually be better having it open, because I've got the range. I could, when you come round the corner, I could start shooting you. But what actually happened was you opened the door with somebody else that I couldn't do it, and then charge somebody through. But actually, if I'd been peppering you with shots, you may never have got that charge off.
And that's another thing where I had my 2 close combat guys together. And what I needed to have was like one of my close combat guys over here and one over here, so that when my champion activated, a regular guy with a gun could open the door and then stand there and maybe take a pot shot at somebody, and then my champion could run through the door and start smashing someone up. So that's another lesson learned.
I think there's going to be a lot of learning in the next few weeks in the Underhive. But next week we'll be back in the Beast Grave. But I'm really enjoying it because my dice rolls are really good. I am enjoying it.
It got a bit, if you'll pardon the phrase, dicey near the end with Split a Cork, just taking everything and you missing everything. I
rolled 2 double ones during that set of attacks. I think one of them was only for a Kempton thing, but I still rolled double ones.
Yes, and there's a skill, I think when creating my own warband, I know that there's a skill which means that I think on a dice roll you can ignore being pinned when you're hit.
Okay.
I think that's worth its weight in gold, that skill, whatever it is, because it's like to be able to be shot, even if you take a flesh wound, but still be able to do everything you want to do afterwards is worth its weight, I think.
Yes, because it disrupts your opponent's plan as well, because they relying on, okay, I'm going to, because these guys are accurate, so I'm looking at, for most of them or a lot of them, if I aim, chances are I've pinned you. So I'm working on that basis. Well, he's pinned, I haven't got to worry about him. And if you suddenly go, ha I'm not pinned, and then suddenly everything goes wrong. I haven't really looked at warband building yet, but I feel right now I've got enough of a feel to do it. We're a little bit restricted on the Escher at least, because I haven't got the builds of the models. I've pretty much got to go with these builds, but maybe I can add a few different things in, some skills and things. but we'll see. Quite looking forward to it now.
So I am really looking forward to playing some more games of this. It does take us a lot longer. I think it will speed up again more as we go on. I think we're a bit...
Yeah, I mean, it's taken about the same length of time last time, but we did have 3 more fighters.
That's true. We've got more fighters and a bigger board.
Yeah.
And more alternate activations going on.
Yeah.
And the other thing I need to remember as well is when you've got your champion, keep people with your champion or keep people with your boss.
Yeah.
Because you keep them around, and having those ability to do a big group of activations is absolutely priceless.
Yeah, although it's hard when you've got grenades and things going around. Or
that's the payoff, isn't it? Yeah.
You have 3 people next to each other, and I mean, they're all pinned.
Yeah. Now, an interesting version of this would be if I had my Cawdor, because my heavy guy with his heavy crossbow, he uses the 5-inch splatter template when he does stuff.
What does that fire?
So it's like a weaker frag grenade, so it's probably not going to do as much damage, but it's like everyone's hit, bam. Oh look, that's 4 people on the floor just wondering why their world just turned to black.
Wow, that's
black.
Yeah, I've no idea. I'm guessing the Dilac are probably a bit more precision.
I think their weapons are going to be. I know nothing about, but I'm assuming their weapons are going to be higher grade. Yeah. So you're not going to get as many area of effect stuff, but it's going to be like lots of 3s to hit and 3s to wound and nasty stuff like that going on.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure. I think on YouTube the next game that will appear will be a
Beastgrave.
No, well, yeah.
Sorry.
Will be a on YouTube for Necromunda. The next game I think will be the first game of our campaign.
I think it will be. Yes.
Yeah, unless we play another one of these. I'm not sure.
We'll have to see how we feel.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comments below what it is you'd like to see, and maybe you can help us influence what we do.
Yeah, we'd like to get some community involvement in this, especially in the campaign, once we actually know what we're doing.
Yeah, and we will obviously be giving all our patroners priority and all that kind of thing. Yeah. So if you want to see your name on one of our gangs, then do join us on Patreon. If you do want to have a say in how we're running things, then do join us on Patreon.
Yeah, please do.
So we'll see you soon in the Underhive.